Hello and welcome to this program. In today's edition, we are talking to Father Frank Lazaro Phiri, the Pastoral Coordinator of the Archdiocese of Lilongwe. He will be sharing more insights about his work as the Pastoral Coordinator for the Archdiocese of Lilongwe. And you're with me, Monica Chinyamalipia. Welcome, Father.
Thank you very much.
Okay, first of all, can you please explain your role as the Pastoral Coordinator for the Archdiocese of Lilongwe?
So that role is quite quite difficult to explain
Mm-hmm.
in the sense that it covers quite a diversity of programs, a diversity of areas. But over and above, my job is to coordinate all the pastoral activities within the Archdiocese of Lilongwe,
Okay.
but also in conjunction with MCCB to other programs outside the Archdiocese of Lilongwe. So basically, that's what it's about.
Okay, Father. So maybe what are the main pastoral programs being currently being implemented in the Archdiocese of Lilongwe, the pastoral programs?
So when we talk about pastoral programs in the Archdiocese, we're talking about quite a big extent because number one, we are looking at programs that have to do with the Archdiocese. For example, the Archbishop's program.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the Archbishop goes through, the Archbishop program is part of our program in the sense that on that program, we're going to see programs that are related to the Pastoral Office. And then number two, you'll be looking at the deaneries and then the parishes. Additionally, we'll be looking at all the lay groups that are within the Archdiocese of Lilongwe.
So you look after all the deaneries in the Archdiocese?
All the deaneries fall under the Pastoral Office. Parishes, they also fall under the Pastoral Office. Later groups, they all fall under the Pastoral Office. Chaplaincies, they all fall under the Pastoral Office. So it's quite extensive.
I can see. Also, maybe in what ways is the church helping the vulnerable groups in the parishes, as you have said, in the deaneries maybe, or in the communities around?
So when you talk about the vulnerable, in the first instance, the church has got different departments. You have the social directorate, which works hand in hand with the pastoral office. So when you talk about the vulnerable people, it depends on what you're looking at. Because, for example, if you have the hunger situation that has crept in Malawi, then we have to work hand in hand with the social department. In this case, it's going to be CADICOM.
Yes.
And then CADICOM would maybe ask us to identify a parish or to identify a group that is full of people that are vulnerable. Like currently, we have what is called the Humanitarian Hunger Project, which is being run by CADICOM.
Yeah.
And that program is identifying people who have been affected by the floods, affected by the hunger situation that was in Malawi. So that's the vulnerable. But also, you know that the youth and the elderly are part of the vulnerable.
Yes.
So we also look at the issue of the policy that looks at children, the vulnerability of children and the elderly. You know, MCCB has that policy, child protection policy, but it also adds the vulnerable and the elderly because they're also vulnerable.
Yeah, and also, I think there's also is it Tukondani?
Tukondani, that's a different program that runs with the street kids, but it's run by the White Sisters,
so it's
formerly known
not
as Imsola.
It's not part of the pastoral.
Somehow, yes, but they are different and they are an independent entity, but we work hand in hand with them.
All right. Okay, maybe how does the church support the spiritual and needs of the communities in the Archdiocese?
So first of all, the church is spiritual. So that is one, or we already take for granted.
Okay.
That's the church. That's the work of the church. We deal more with the spiritual life of our people. But by extension, we also deal with those that we work with. For example, if as a church we're working with organizations that are from other denominations, by extension, it means that they will be affected. If we work with government institutions, it means by extension, they also be affected. But over and above, when you look at the parish is a spiritual entity. When you look at the pious groups, be it Region of Mary, be it Divine Mercy, be it all the other pious groups in the Archdiocese of Lilongwe, they are helping in the spiritual growth of the people. You look at the programs that we have with the youth. We want to model the youth from the word go so that they grow into becoming responsible citizens in the nation, but also responsible citizens in the church. So that's how the church impacts the spiritual life.
Okay, so do you have any specific programs that are in place to support young people in church?
Yes, we do. For example, all the youth programs, they fall under what is called the youth chaplaincy team. So the youth chaplaincy team looks at the issues of youth. For example, drug, substance abuse is dealt with partly in there. You're looking at Tilitonse, PMS. It's there. So there are so many youth-friendly programs, youth-related programs that are run by the parish. Every parish, we encourage them to have the youth movement. And then through it, they share their spiritual life. Through it, they share their physical, moral life, etc. Okay. So that's how the pastoral office, gets into contact with all these other groups.
All right, and I remember, I think last Sunday we just launched the Vocation Sunday.
Vocation Sunday in
So
Salima.
maybe are you even part of the thing? Or?
Yes, we are. Because when we talk about Vocation Sunday, there are 3 departments that are concerned. Number one, you have the youth chaplaincy, which falls in my office.
Okay.
And then you have the vocations director.
Yes.
That's a separate office. But then you also have the PMS.
So you guys are working hand in hand?
It's a team.
All right.
Yes, so PMS director, Father Chikapa, works with us. In the youth chaplaincy, we have Father Chibota, and we have 2 sisters that have been incorporated in there. And then we have the vocations director, Father Galiwamba. They form a team. Okay. And then each department is represented therein.
Okay, Father. So maybe how is the Archdiocese promoting strong family values and marriage within the Archdiocese?
The issue of family is one of the big ones. In the Catholic Church, we have family-related movements. Number one, you have marriage encounter. Number 2, you have the CFM, the Christian Family Movement. So these are family-related. But also, the Archbishop has introduced a group that is what we are calling Catholic Family and Catholic Parenting. It's something that is in the pipeline that we are doing. So we're going to look at the programs that deal with families. For example, when somebody is prepared to get married, how long should the sessions be? Previous marriage would be 1 week, 2 weeks, and we're saying no. That's too little.
So maybe let's take to increase.
Let's take it to 3 months. Oh. So that like you are already married. Had you not been married, we're supposed to take you for a period of almost 6 months.
6 months?
Yes, so that you really understand what is the family. Because these days, youngsters like you, no, you are not young, eh?
I'm young.
Otherwise, I'll be sued by your husband. Eh?
I'm still
so, when we talk about the young people, sometimes what attracts a young person to another young person could be material. But does that constitute the marriage? The answer is no. There are certain things that maybe young people are looking for in a marriage. What a woman is looking for in a young man, what a young man is looking for in a young lady. But they could be on the peripherals of understanding the true understanding of what marriage is. So we want to deepen the understanding of marriage so that they get to understand that marriage is A, B, C, D, E, and that they are grounded. So that's a program, that's a project that is coming to strengthen family bonds and also values. As a church, one of the first things we protect is the family. Yeah. For us, a family is the cell. The cell of Mpakati is family. The cell of the parish is the family. Yeah. So family is at the heart of everything that we do. So that is why the Archdiocese of Lilongwe is saying very, very seriously that the issue of family, Catholic parenting, and the values of the family should be upheld. So we have so many programs that deal with the family. You remember also, maybe by extension, we have the synod. The General Assembly is about next month. And the part of the discussion in the synod is about family.
So family is at the center of everything.
It is.
Okay. So maybe how important is the community participation in the success of pastoral programs?
The importance of the community can never be overemphasized. When we say church, it's a community. Yeah. The community of believers. But also of late, the synod on synodality, where the Holy Father, late Pope Francis, had announced that synod, which was concluded last year. And we talked about the synod of synodality, meaning the togetherness, in quotation marks, of being together. So the family or the community is a very pertinent component of pastoral work. You can't talk about the church without talking about community.
Yeah.
We are a community of believers. That's why we talk about the church as one, holy, Catholic, and apostolic. One. You have to understand that one. So it's one. So unity can never be overemphasized.
So do you work with everyone in the community, or maybe just Catholics?
No, the church is not a segregative body. If you have a church that doesn't look at individuals, where you come from, a language, culture, religion, it's a Catholic church.
So it doesn't matter if maybe someone doesn't even go to church, doesn't belong to any denomination.
We work with them in as far as we have to reach them. Because at the end of the day, the church exists for salvation. So we want to target that one as well, so that they get to understand that God exists, the Lord is there, and then they should be incorporated. Not necessarily maybe in the Catholic Church. We're not doing this for necessarily evangelization, but that the well-being of every human person is achieved. So we work with everybody.
Okay, so does the Archdiocese work with other organizations, maybe the government or other private institutions?
So many of them. Actually, the church is, what do I call it? I could call it the church as the government of the world. Huh? I know people are not going to be happy with this word, but it's the government of the world in the sense that when you look at the Catholic Church, you look at the departments that I was talking about, you find the Catholic Church in education. We're actually best in education. Even in Malawi, look at the top 10 every year of MSE, of JC.
Yeah.
It's the Catholic Church. So we are there in education. We look at health.
Yes.
Among the best hospitals that are there within the Archdiocese, within the confines of the Archdiocese of Lilongwe, are Catholic hospitals.
Exactly.
We look at CCJP, Justice and Peace. Of late, they have been having these elections. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
CCJP was involved in what I would term conscious formation. Of
in civic education,
yes. And then how would you choose? What should be the qualities of leaders that you have? So that's justice and peace.
So the church is involved.
Government is there. We work with government in hospitals, charm, and then we also work with government in other development components, education, etc. And the other NGOs work with CRS, for example. We work with the UN.
Yes.
So we work with everybody.
Okay, maybe what are the Archdiocese's priorities for pastoral work in the coming years? What have you planned? What do you plan of doing?
At the heart of the pastoral programs for Archdiocese of Lilongwe, by what His Grace Archbishop George Tambala wants,
yes,
and his auxiliary, the Vicar General, number one is youth ministry. And then attached youth ministry is Tilitonse, because this is the seed.
Yeah.
That's where the church is. So, yes, the others are very, very important. But in terms of priorities, we are looking at youth ministry. We're also looking at Tilitonse. Of course, women and men, they are all within, but these could be the biggest priorities.
Maybe why are these the women and the Tilitonse your priorities? Is there any specific reasons? Or?
Yeah, the majority of church membership are women. Like, for example, this year, this is a problem with you guys in Radio Alinafe, because I'm supposed to spill the beans of a program that has not yet been announced. But anyway, I'm going to say it out. We have a program targeting women. It's called Women Empowerment and Leadership and other things. So we will be orienting the priests on this program. We'll be orienting the deans, and we'll be orienting everybody. And then we'll start training of the women. Firstly, with the leadership at the Archdiocese level, then the leadership at the deanery level, and then the parish level. So we want to make sure that the women understand, one, the basic teachings of the church, sacramental life. What is it?
Yeah.
Why does the church exist? And then we also want them to understand what is the role that they have to play in the church. So that's one program, one project that we have that we think is going to change the whole trajectory of understanding the role of women in the church.
In the role of the youth.
Oh, youth is priority. Youth is priority. Children, our priority. That's why even we have a whole officer on child protection policy in the Archdiocese of Lilongwe within my office. Like, for example, Father John Chibweza is the child protection officer. So we are very serious about children. We are very serious about youth. But we cannot forget the women and the men. Sometimes, the men are becoming an endangered species.
They complain that, we always forgotten.
Yes. So you, when you are doing your programs on Alinafi, make sure the men's programs are there.
We do have a men's program.
Do we?
For same, yeah, I think we do.
Oh, okay. Maybe I missed that one out.
All right, maybe Father, before we close the program, do you face any challenges maybe when doing your pastoral work as a coordinator?
There are so many challenges that we face in the church. I'm not going to necessarily talk about in the office. Why? Because as I said, that it's quite extensive.
It's broad, yes.
Quite extensive. So among the challenges that we have is maybe the finances. The economy is not doing very well.
Yeah.
So that's one of the big challenges. And there's donor fatigue around here. So we are saying, as an Archdiocese, we have to promote self-sustainability. That we as an Archdiocese become self-reliant.
Yes.
That's why I have so many programs in the Archdiocese. Shortly, we'll be talking about the endowment fund, which is one step towards self-sustainability. We'll talk about the parishes contributing to the administration of the diocese as part of the self-sustainable process. Sometimes we have challenges with the mobility. This is a known thing. The roads in Malawi, especially during the rainy seasons, are quite bad.
Very bad.
So, mobility is always a challenge. Sometimes even personnel. No, they always say, Munda wagula, Anchidongoje. So the Lord's vineyards is quite wide, but we need more rebels into the field.
Okay, so when you're doing your pastoral work, I'm sure you visit a lot of places. It's even far from town. So maybe how do you, when you're doing this, do you get funds from? Maybe what funds do you use?
That's a difficult question to answer on camera. But what I would say is, indeed, the Archdiocese of Lilongwe is very big. Of the nine districts of the central region, the Archdiocese covers 7. So we have to go as far as Lwangwa.
Yeah.
We have to go as far as Mchinji. You have to go as far as Kasungu. So those are long distances. But the diocese always sustains our offices. And we find other collaborators who help us in issues of mobility. Sometimes even goodwill people who help us. Sometimes you're at a filling station and then you met a very good Catholic Christian, says, Father, where are you going? I say, I'm going to Kasungu. He says, Father, can you fill a tank for Father? So you say, wow.
Nice.
So this is the way, but the Archdiocese supports all the offices. And I don't think there is too much complaint that we have, because as I say, the economy is biting us.
Yeah,
that's a fact. So in as far as the economy is bad, it's not too good, it affects everybody.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Father, for joining us. You have come to the end of this program. Dear listener, that's the end of today's program. In this edition, we're chatting with the Pastoral Coordinator for the Archdiocese of Lilongwe, Father Frank Lazaro Phiri. He shared more insights about his pastoral work as the coordinator of the Archdiocese of Lilongwe. Until next time, you have been with me, Monica Chinyamalipia. Thank you.